Alright, welcome back to XCOM2 War of the Chosen. This is going to be yet the next mission in our OMFG run. Double enemy hit points, permanent dark events, 4-man squad only, and ballistic weapons. And we have the option to rescue another VIP. The scientist at that point is more a nice little add-on. I really am looking forward for the 106 intel and maybe the experience that we can get. We will probably see the assassin, so that's going to be definitely one of the enemies here. Other than that, look at it: heavy mech, okay, sectorpod, codex, spectre. We're looking at a lot of mechanical units. So it comes at no surprise that we're having our blue screen round stacked up. I brought the skull jack with me because we could still jack the skull of the codex and actually summon an avatar. So depending on how the mission goes, this is an option for us. We got Dark Town Noxus here, currently one of our highest non-kernel soldiers, and he has scanning protocol. That was important for me, so we would be able to withstand the attack of the assassin. So other than a well-placed tidal wave, I wouldn't see why we would have an issue with the assassin. I think we could actually take her on quite easily. So this is the team. Let's go. Without further ado, it's time to kick some alien butt. I was in the meantime, it had been a couple of days since I played the last time. I was in the meantime reflecting about what we would need in order to actually invade one of the strongholds. And for those of you who might not have heard my previous explanation, I am very willing to go in and kill the chosen ones, and we're probably going to do it together with Templar as a force member. I've already planned it out in my head, and I guess we should be fine damage-wise. So once the Templar hits Colonel and I invest a couple of points in him, I might feel ready to pull the trigger and go on to a mission to actually pull this off. 4 men against one of the Chosens in their home domain. So that's going to be great fun. But for now, let's focus on what we have. I changed the team a little bit, and I brought the skirmisher with me just to showcase also a bit more a variety of other classes. We are having a concealed start, lots and lots of time. The Dark VIP is here, the exit is here. We're looking at 16 enemies, and I just love the grappling hook, so that alone is a reason for taking this character class with me. We are aggressively moving forward, and just from a grappling perspective, I'd like to get over here.
Changing position.
Yeah, well, and look at that. So that's an Archon. I think we've seen a heavy mech here and 2 advents. Good to know. Again, very similar concept with our sniper. This time we have a Colonel sniper because I didn't want to bring anyone into the mix who would not deal enough damage. So with a Colonel sniper, we actually should be fine. Yeah, there's a Codex. I would say let's try to not ambush the Codex first, because I want to see if we're running into the Chosen One, and ambushing the Codex first, and maybe even getting the Avatar. That's not a good idea to have all of that happening on top of fighting a Chosen One. So one at a time for now. And I would suggest we are just overwatching. We can hear the sectopod stomping. One of the packs is leaving. That's great. Good news. Gonna go into position. Look at that. There's another Spectre. Interesting. Could we see that Spectre? Oh, wow. We can even see him from here. Through this window and this window, there's like this tiny bit of vision, which we would just have in order to trigger him. Very interesting. So before we do anything, though, I really like to get everyone into a solid cover position and take it from there.
Location confirmed. To that position.
Alrighty. So we have enough time, which means let's wait until only one pack is in line of sight. I'd like to let the Spectre move away, which it is doing. Let's keep this pack here, and we might be able to ambush them right away. Perfect. I think that's a good start for an ambush. We do not have salvo on her. Would be nice to use a grenade and then still use a second action. So I'm thinking how we would want to open here. I mean, the mech shouldn't be the issue. And the way I want to kill these guys is probably we'll start with a purifier and shred him. And then kill the purifier and the mech, both of them. Okay, let's try this. So to be action efficient, you know what? We're saving teamwork for now. I was thinking about heading over one action towards the skirmisher, but we can keep our cooldowns. We just need the regular. We can just use the regular cooldowns. So that's a good start. We're being revealed. And there we go. Let us use combat presence for torch. And I'm thinking about how to deal with these guys. Well, let's first of all finish off the rest of the pack. Is anyone not having 100% shots onto them? Yeah, okay, so there is an advantage of actually marking the mech, just to make sure that people can hit it. And or marking the Archon, so people can hit it. I think we don't have enough damage to kill all three of them, so the Archon will go through, which means let's focus on killing the mech and the purifier. So the mech is an easy call. Because with Fanfire, like that's not even close. Mech is almost down. Lightning Hands. And now we're facing off. Right. Good. So that was taking care. That was actually taking care about the mech in a very easy way. Now, moving on, Dark Tower Noxus is 8 protocoling himself, so we do have multiple Overwatch shots, and then we're continuing to res the Purifier, who's very close to death now. So yeah, let's go and actually almost kill him. If he now moves, he'll take a couple of Overwatch shots. We need to deal with the blazing pinions. Okay, so we got our grappling hook ready, which means I could see how we are just like killing this guy, and yeah, and we can move out of reach, maybe over here. So next up, I'd say let's try to stay somewhat in range of one another. I don't want to go to here because all of this would most likely. There's always one pack guarding the VIP. We know that there's another pack moving here, and we've heard the sectopod. And I would bet you that the sectopod is probably walking either around that area or around here. So that's why I'm very careful to not overdo it. We're going to hunker down to stop the actual burning. I think a reload makes sense. Let's continue to hit this guy, which we're clearly not. I was hoping for an execute, but that's fine. Blazing Pinions are now going to rip a huge hole into this area. Yep. And he's most likely going to melee attack one of us. 50-50 chance to hit. Or he's just moving to the next pack. So that tells us there is a pack down here. Okay, this here is one of the best spots to be in. That's full cover, partially here, and high ground. Also, this here is full cover. So what we're going to do is we are going to spend some time to double check whom we're up against. First and foremost, we know that there is not going to be any chosen one. We know there's an Archon, heavy mech, two Advent soldiers. This looks like a shield bearer and a purifier. So probably this is a joint pack together. So that's number one. We know that there's no one in the house, which means the Codex and the Spectre probably have moved up into this direction to be out of range. We haven't seen anyone over here. We haven't seen anyone over here. So it's pretty clear where we would need to go and where we wouldn't need to go.
All right, I'll go. We've got admin here.
I was trying to move forward without triggering them. I'm very surprised, to be honest, that this has triggered them. And let's try to find a grenade spot where we're not hitting the other car. This here should explode the car and deal a substantial amount of damage, but nothing on top of that. So, yeah, sounds like a good plan. Should shred 2 of them and get rid of 4 armor overall. The explosion itself deals some more damage.
I move.
And I think we might just want to fall back a little bit. Not that I'm terribly afraid about them. I just don't think it's a very good position to be in. There's no disadvantage in waiting.
I hope it's worth it.
Watch order confirmed.
Alright, so the mech will probably die next turn.
We must destroy their armor.
He's going to use the shield. There we go. Giving everyone a couple of extra hit points. And let's see. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out what a really nice place would be in order to pull myself to. Well, this is already good enough. I don't need to figure anything else out because we are already in the best possible spot. Let's stop the suppression by just shooting it once. There we go. Suppression removed, which means this here should also work very well. We're marking it and shredding it. Comet presence to give over even more actions to further shred this guy. There we go. It's now down to 20 hit points. Fortunately, we still had our cooldowns for Fanfire and Face-Off running. Otherwise, we could have immediately killed him. Don't want to extend too far. Is there any way that we could get a good line of sight on him and still being in cover? This here looks pretty good. So let's move down.
All right, I'll go.
Oh gosh, minimum damage. So bad. Okay. Doesn't matter. Let's just... I didn't want to use teamwork, but... let's actually just kill this guy.
Happy now? Out of ammo here.
Okay, so the Purifier. Double moves. Shield Bearer. Single moves, shoots, hits us once. Let me think. So, if we were to move over here,
I hope it's worth it.
and make sure that all of this area here is properly being covered.
Grenade out!
This would mean we're actually shredding them and taking away all of the cover, plus open the line of vision. There we go. That's what I was looking for. There we go. That's what we were looking for.
I bring justice.
Let's drag this guy up here. And teach him a valuable lesson. You should not fuck with us. I would want to keep the lightning hands, to be honest. You know what? Let's try to hit him.
Come on, focus.
Alright, the plan horribly failed.
Is it clear?
There you go. And this should seal the deal.
There you go.
Double movement into cover, which is fine. He's going to die anyways.
Starting to get cooked.
Alright, so reload. Let's target this guy. We're going to move without spending an action, thanks to the grappling hook. I actually like how much damage the skirmisher can do if you focus, if you really focus on targets. And we haven't even started with the blue screen rounds.
Reloaded. Okay, so I got one.
Gosh, this is a complete. This battlefield is a complete mess.
Throw in the hook. Is it clear? I'm on it.
All right. We killed 3 plus 3, that's 6, which leaves us with 8 further enemies. I guess it's a perfect time to reload and kind of reassess the situation, really.
Moving.
What's over there?
I'll give it a shot.
And let's see what the heck would be for us. Oh, interesting. I'm willing to take it. 3 rounds of squad side. It's actually pretty good, because we can fall back further and still have line of sight.
I'm in.
I like it. With that, let's position ourselves like up here.
I'm going. Affirmative, covering now.
I'm on it.
All right, so 33 more rounds.
All right, I'll go.
This here hopefully triggers something.
Got it.
Oh yeah, triggers the big bad guy. Oh yeah, triggers the big bad guy. Perfect, loving it. Let's start with actually shredding the sectopod. This is so good. Couldn't have asked for more. Well, it's a bit of a disappointing big bad guy. So let's give ourselves 8 protocol so we can overwatch everything. And maybe we just haywire this guy. Maybe not, because there are 2 further enemies back there. You know what? On a second thought, we're not doing it because we currently have squad side, which means we can just use it to our advantage. So here we go.
Hard target, minimal damage.
Overwatch removed. That's perfect. Putting ourselves very close to here would mean that he could probably use his rockets. By the way, I want to bring our VIP into safety. Thank you. So we could relatively easy kill him by being in range, like over here. And I think that's what we're supposed to do. I like the idea. Let's not take any risk. So there we go, lightning hands.
Hit the armor.
Nice little extra piece of damage. Fanfire.
1, 2.
And he is down. Maybe also give it a combat presence, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, this guy down here still has a grenade. So I might as well just move back up and be out of range for his grenade. One more Overwatch, and that is it. Oh, we're looking at reinforcements from next round onwards. Interesting.
Menace 1-5, we're picking up transport inbound on your current position.
So we can deal with the reinforcements in a second. Let's first continue to mark and harass this guy. I think the marking part was important. Should have probably harassed him a little bit better.
Useful aid.
I'd like to justice pull him up here, but we can't so far.
Armor deflection.
So this guy definitely has a lot of armor. And the car is burning. That's kind of the only positive. Because the car explosion would mean he's actually going to be shredded. Let's try to execute him.
Armor still holding.
Unfortunately, our shredding didn't work. And since he is not a mechanical unit, we're not dealing the greatest amount of damage against him. Still have a chance to execute this guy.
They hit the plate.
It did not stop them.
Well, slowly but surely. Let's see what the reinforcements will do. So we're looking at another shield bearer, a priest and a stun lancer. Nasty combination. I was hoping that they might drop a mech, because the mechs are easy targets for us. Unfortunately, they didn't. All right. So I would suggest we are... So by looking at the alternatives, like the stun lancer here, could climb up the back and begin to move nowhere because he can't even move through it. Could climb up back here and try his best. Yeah, so maybe that's one way of dealing with it. We're actually going to position ourselves here to prevent the stun lancer from climbing up. But we're going to do that at the end of the round. For now, let's try to focus on the enemies. And we either go for the priest, or we're continuing to hit the shield bearer. And I think let's first try to, well, we could, let me think that through. We could actually like move over here. No, we don't have a clear line of sight. I was thinking about whether or not we want to get the Stun Lancer, but the Stun Lancer's in full cover, so never mind. I would say most logical decision is to continue harassing the guy that we've just harassed. So let's reload, get rid of his Overwatch, and actually go through his armor. One thing that we could do, and that's not a bad idea either, we could kill, well, we don't have a target for Skulljack, that's unfortunate. We could Justice Punch or Justice Pull one of them up here, and I'm just thinking if there is any good position, probably back here, but we can't get there. I was just thinking if we can pull the priest up here and just completely kill him. It's probably not going to happen. Right. We haven't taken any major damage, so actually our position isn't that bad. So we might want to continue killing the shield bearer and then go for the Stun Lancer next turn as we progress. Yeah. No real sexy targets are available other than the shield bearer, so let's continue with him. 3 armor is just such a joke. Whiplash. And let's continue harassing this guy. Yeah, slowly but surely we're getting him down, which means if we're now sniping him, that would at least trigger death from above. We can't even kill him completely. This is so pathetic, really. Without armor reduction, without shredding, it's just very difficult. Let's block one of the path. Shield bearer happily survives with 2 hit points, continues to overwatch. That's the guy whom we need to pull up here. Mind control, of course, works immediately. All right. All right. Good. So, as I was saying, it's a bit of an issue. Let's move down here, trigger the overwatch shot.
I go. I am under fire.
Alright, we're pulling him up.
Are judged.
Oh my god, really?
I must improve.
Okay, that's an issue. So, I guess one of the main problems, to be honest, is that we do have a repeater, and there is a chance, there is the actual chance of an insta-kill. I'm not afraid about the rest, but I am very cognizant about the repeater. So we do not have an option to shift any more time onto him. I would like to have another grappling pull, but unfortunately Justice Punch has 5 turns cooldown, so that's not going to work out. Don't want to go onto a low ground. I think actually the position that he has chosen is pretty good. It's not a bad idea. So let's 8 protocol ourselves. Let's clean up the rest. Unfortunately, we can't do that much. We have a solid position here. Stun Lancer will probably run up and try to get us. I'm most worried about getting hit by our own Grenadier.
Let's do this. On Overwatch.
That's a tough spot to be in. And we definitely need to move our VIP away. There's the avalanche. Let's go, come on, Guardian. Hit him. Well, he took at least 3 shots because he's almost down. Yeah, and I figured that that would happen. So we're down to two of our soldiers. Thinking about where to go with the VIP to not be completely mind controlled and or destroyed. There's almost no area where we could hide. Probably this is as much out of line of sight as it gets. So moving down here. And then hunkering down. The Stun Lancer needs to die.
Armor still holding.
Let's Gremlin heal.
Go patch him up.
We're going to take yet another shot afterwards, which really sucks. But again, we can't do that much against it, other than hoping that our Grenadier needs to reload. A bit of a waste to use Fenfire on a Stun Lancer.
Okay, so I got one.
But I want to make sure that he's going down.
It's killing time. All right, I'll go.
So moving into cover. Mind control will last for one more turn. That's a critical mistake. Now we can kill him. Luckily we hunkered down. We're down to 1 HP on the VIP, by the way. Might have been an idea to heal the VIP. Come on, lose the mind control.
No tissue damage.
Perfect.
Tactical movement.
All right. It's time for some sweet, sweet revenge.
Deploying grapple.
So let's move over here
I'm going.
into a good position. Let's reload.
Good to go.
As you command.
Yeah, I was aware that we're probably going to be flanked, but it's more important for me that we can actually kill this guy. Let's chain shot him from a flanked position. That, by the way, was an execute. We're hunkering down again.
What's over there?
Let's move into a good position here as well.
Hard target, minimal damage. You have the power.
I'm still trying to maybe execute this guy here.
Hit the armor.
Didn't fully work out, but I'm still fine with it. Overwatch to kill the priest now that he's out of sustenance. Wow, we missed the Overwatch shot. Oh, it's another mind control.
Hit. Fired at.
That's a flanked shot. I was aware that that's going to happen, so that was the price to kill the priest, so to speak. The price to pay. Let's move into a better position.
As you order.
And there we go. We finally killed him. Mind control lost. So let's gremlin heal.
Give him a heal.
And maybe with a slightly elevated position, we're going to be able to shred this guy. There we go. Lost some of his armor. Gosh, the reinforcements just really take a long time to kill. So let's continue to harass him.
Armor's still holding.
And we have no line of sight up here. That's a tragedy. I mean, we could technically go here, I suppose. But the question is, why would we? Might as well move up to here. That's a more solid position. It still has full cover.
That armor's tough.
He's down to 10 HP. He maybe will run to his friends. Or he'll just take a couple of shots. That's an option as well. 26 turns, we're good. So, I think we don't have a really good line of sight on him. At least none where we could actually shred him. We would stay in the open. I really don't think that we can kill him. Let me have a very short break. I'll think about how we can kill him this turn. Alright, back. Let's take a look here. I was thinking if we would have had grappling hooks, the whole thing could have been done, but probably with our action economy we can't do it. So what we're going to do is we're hitting him as well as we can, and then just leave it.
I'm going. Get it together.
87% shot, missed unfortunately.
All right, I'll go.
Moving into full cover and Overwatch. Another Overwatch.
Ready.
And I think I might want to go into full cover here and take a shot. Alright, as soon as he moves, we might be able to actually kill him.
Focus my strike.
Got him down to 1 HP.
That was close. Back online. Is it clear?
So let's move here. Take the shot. Kill him.
Big deal.
And let us give you combat presence so that Slinger can actually move. We still have 25 turns, so maybe I'm overthinking it, but I wanted to progress so that we can pull the last pack.
Hope it's worth it.
Moving forward, into cover, reload. Grappling up and moving into cover as well.
I will move.
I think our VIP should be fine by literally standing down there. And Dark Tower Noxus. Yeah, I guess we can just move over here.
All right, I'll go.
Alright, we shouldn't have any reinforcements that soon.
I'm going.
Let's try to pull the Spectre. There's a Codex, by the way, the one that we want to hijack. I don't know why exactly we're now parked within the truck, but whatever. Let's mark the Spectre, which we successfully have done.
No one escapes.
Let's pull him a little bit closer. Very nice. All right, let's grapple up here
Grappling.
and finish the Spectre, and afterwards we should be able to even kill the Archon.
To go.
Nice little Elerium core for us. Job. So moving into full cover here.
Gone.
That's a chance for an execute,
Come on.
which did not work at all. Question is, if we were to hit him with fanfires, that's not enough to kill him. But realistically speaking, we can't do anything else other than sniping him with a rifle. Well, there is a chance that this would instant kill him, so I suppose that's the better choice. We still have fanfire for next round to actually kill him. So that's going to be the psionic bomb. All weapons are disabled.
Some damage here.
I'm wondering, why wouldn't it show me that I can skulljack the codex? That doesn't make any sense. Normally I should be able to do that. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe we would need the upgraded skull, or we need the chamber to actually hold the codex. I never had that. It was never happening to me. So it says no target available. I think it is because we haven't built the chamber yet and haven't researched the chamber to continue with the codex brain. That's a bummer.
Special delivery.
Yes, Commander. Reloading.
Is it clear?
Alright, so we're moving out. Let's give Torch here a little healing.
Right, coming through.
I hope it's worth it.
Let's kill the codex. There we go.
There you go. Gonna need to reload soon. Cover my flank. I've got some serious wounds here.
Oh gosh, he's hitting hard.
I can't move.
I'm happy that she has 2 armor, because if she wouldn't, this here would have already gone pretty bad.
I go as ordered.
So I'm rammed next to it, and I can't skulljack it. Which means it's fair to say that it doesn't work.
Ready to rock.
92% chance to hit, and she misses. What the heck? I think we can't kill it again, which is really dumb. So yet another healing. And yet another hit. It's just stupid. I think I mentioned it already once or twice, but Archons on this game mode are something else.
Shot failed to connect.
I take a new approach.
Aid protocol to make sure that she's maybe not hit immediately, and we're continuing to hit him. I think after this round we should probably be able to kill it.
I will stand with you.
Let's go, baby. 7 points of damage. It's down to 5.
What's over there?
Which means this here could be game over for him. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
To that position.
Alright, moving on. We take our 1 hit point VIP. And we will start to extract.
I'm going.
A competent approach. Go, go, go! Ready to engage. Got it covered.
Let's reload. Okay, there is no enemy left. Elsewise, there would have been an enemy turn.
A great distance.
So we quite literally killed everyone. Got sufficient time left over, but
Done.
yeah, our main problem was that the mechanical units actually were fine. The non-mechanical units, specifically the shield bearers, are a problem. With only one option to shred, it's a bit difficult. The Archons also, as always, had been quite a challenge.
All right, I'll go.
Hard to hit, 50 hit
I will
points,
go.
biological units, and yeah,
What's over there?
you often speculate to get an execute.
Returning to Avenger. VIP securing in position.
Alright, got ourselves some sweet intel. So, let's see. The next mission is probably one where we're going to take the Templar with us, because I want to level him to Colonel. And once that is done, we can attempt our first approach to kill one of the Chosen Ones. I think by now it's fair to say we have the missions, the normal missions, under control. We specifically, if you have a Colonel with you, it is easier. This mission, for instance, wasn't a nail biter at all. Like some of the moves that I did were not optimal, but we even had members like Dark Tower Noxus who did not even take damage, right?
Hello, Commander.
Got ourselves a scientist and sufficient intel. Oh, interesting. There is the option to train another bond. Well, we're going to do that in 5 days. For now, let's just continue. Overall, since we do have new intel, I was thinking we might want to take a visit at the black market and just double check if there's anything that we would want. The superior laser sight, not really. Superior stock, also not really. Covered action time reduction by 50%. Well, that's okay. Yeah, but I think we're going to save it. Maybe next month we're having a new PCS, a superior one, and a better weapon modification. For now, that's fine. Let's continue and get some intel in South America. Avatar, minor breakthrough. +1 progress. Well, there you go. We wanted to do that mission anyways. By the way, we just received training level 3. So Zirkin and Roby are now at level 3, ready to roll. That's pretty good. Unfortunately, Roby is the one staying at home when we're taking the Templar with us. So Templar is ready, so we technically could give it a try. I'm thinking, I mean, Dark Tower Noxus is tired, and if we take him onto another mission, he will be injured. But I really like the idea of Noxus plus Mystic plus a Grenadier, maybe War Dog, and a Sniper to actually go for one of the facilities. And I'm even willing to let Dark Tower Noxus be injured. I think that's fine. So unless there are other bonds, no, we need Dark Tower on the next mission. So unless there's something else that we can remove. Ricardo, and who's Ricardo? Wait a second. Ah, okay, that's our other specialist. Fair enough. So negative trade removal for him. That's okay. So there's really nothing else we could do. Well, I guess other than purchasing the last upgrade, we still play without squad size upgrades. So there's also nothing more to buy here. Good, which means, guys, we are trying to level the Templar to the highest level, to Colonel. And since we're going to go into Warlock territory, I think we need to get ready for some fights with the Warlock. It's probably going to show up again. But yeah, I'm going to do that and prepare it for the next video. See you all in the next video. If you liked what you've seen, please comment and give it a thumbs up. Thank you. Have a great one.